Hello, everyone!
We're alive. That should probably be like on our thumbnail.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, belated Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and maybe Thanksgiving. Has it been that long? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's been that long. So yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy
Yeah,
New Year, Happy Thanksgiving.
all the things. Yeah, we're alive and well. Just life has been kind of insane. We'll give the quick life update. We are hoping to get back into normal production again. You were saying,
Yeah, about once a month, eventually moving into once a week, but we'll see how it goes.
yes. Basically, a bunch of stuff kicked off, and then just life has kind of uh, grabbed us by the throat and didn't let us go for like the last few months.
Yeah.
What was it? Last October? I don't know. At some points, yeah, we were coming up the end of our lease with our previous apartment. We were kind of thinking about moving, and then, but we weren't quite certain. It was kind of like we were frozen in place, not
Yeah, we
really
hadn't
looking
decided.
outright yet for different apartments. And then I think the landlady from before didn't really want to handle registration, to be absolutely honest.
No, she didn't
So,
like that.
yeah, so we talked with her, decided we were going to go ahead and look apartments, and that kind of pulled the trigger on it because we didn't have that long left. So we went into full apartment hunt mode, which just absorbed everything. So that got us out of rhythm making videos. Um, thank the Lord, we found an apartment. We're in a different apartment now. It's actually nicer, not that much more expensive.
Yeah.
Relatively similar area. We're still on the
Yeah.
northern half of Moscow, but that came together. It was just stressful though, because that took a few weeks of life there. Then getting moved took a little bit. Getting in, getting registered with the new apartment took mental energy and time.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got some getting sick and all that kind of stuff in there, and then on top of it, I've been teaching English this whole time and was wanting last summer to maybe look at either an additional part-time job or switching jobs. So I'd been job hunting there, so that tied us up at the tail end.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue, I had someone reach out from a place I hadn't really quite even applied for. It was more like through the grapevine with someone I had met one time. I just asked if he could ask around, and someone called. So anyway, the same time frame in which we were moving, I got asked about wanting to do some work with this company, and I'm basically doing like editing work. It's like it's in the media sphere, but they put out stuff in like stuff will come through in English. And so, since I know some Russian, I can look through when they translate it sometimes as well, catch things. But the biggest thing is more just on the tail end, having a native speaker make sure stuff is polished and all. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, so that started at like the same time we were moving. So just life was
everything happened all at once.
cram packed, and so I was starting that. Had a few weeks of just kind of trying out. Then I got a contract, but the contract was for 3 months. That's more common here. When you get hired, it'll be kind of like a
kind of a temporary,
what is that? Like tryout period or something. Like I don't know what they want to call that. And so for these last few months have just been extra stressful because I didn't actually quit any of my other job stuff, even though this job is actually full time in the amount of work it is. So I kept all the other stuff going until I got the full contract, which I just got recently. So throw that on top of there, that I've basically been working with just never any breaks
No.
ever
No
anymore.
weekends, no days off, basically just work every single day.
Because
Yeah.
the English teaching place I was with was like, oh, you're starting a new job out. We don't want to lose you. Just we'll be flexible. But flexible just meant every time I had a day off, all the teaching got pushed to those days.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm losing my mind. I feel like some sort of weird meme of some. I feel like I should be the face of like Gollum from Lord of the Rings or something. Anyway, so that's been happening. So we moved, started the new work, been doing 2 jobs at once, losing my mind.
We're trying to dial that back. So for anyone who's worried, we are trying to dial that back so that it doesn't keep happening. But that is a bit of a process. So.
I moved on to my permanent contract, and that came with a pay raise and all that. So really, I can quit the other and still be doing better than I was before anyway. So, so in the process of doing that, but that in and of itself has been a pain because just enough of the places are, it's. It'll be kind of like, oh, well, can you hang on until we get an alternative person? Well, there's not many people here teaching English necessarily, so
we're willing to, go in person and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah. Anyway, so that's been tiring, and then we were coming up with the phase where we were needing to start applying for our permanent residence as opposed to this temporary residence. And then there's been sort of a to-do with a law that sort of changed some stuff here on that.
Yeah.
Which threw another monkey wrench in there. So we had paperwork monkey wrench thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
That also took time and energy. And then what was the last... Oh, yeah. We were also needing to get paperwork for the youngest who was born here. Yes. Which meant that every single time I did have time off, which was almost never, I had to go to our local MFTSE. Think of like the DMV if you're an American, like the place where you go and get like your ID stuff type done. And so.
Yeah, you spent like probably 30 or more hours at MFTSE.
Over the course of like December, like November and December. Yeah.
He spent a lot of time there, only to get told that he didn't actually need that document.
Yeah, I wasn't happy. Anywho, so needless to say, yeah, we've been busy, but I've been in the process of quitting or dialing back / quitting all the English teaching, which is leaving me with a normal human being schedule, or knock on wood, normally a normal human being schedule soon.
Yeah.
Which will also be helpful for her because I barely see her or the kids anymore, or at least for the last like 3 months of this sort of weird double job thing.
Yeah.
But things are going well. It's a better job, more money, apartment's nicer and all that for when I'm ever here.
Yeah, we really
location's
like the apartment.
Nice. Yeah, location's nice. We're not far from that humongous park, Lesini Ostrov, that I've done videos about in the past.
Yeah.
So it's a nice place to be, but here's to hoping for a more sane life in the near future. Things have been going well, though.
Yeah.
I can't complain that they haven't, but still.
And a few kid updates. So, Alicia is crawling, and she says mama. I think she may have said dada a few times. She is 10 months old. Nastya is, I think we may have already said she was walking, but in case we haven't, she is walking. She was our latest walker, but she's walking.
She's super laid back, so she's been a bit slower on most everything. She's just very chill, but relaxed. So she hadn't been trying to talk like at all. And then in the last month, she's went from not trying to talk at all to attempting sentences all at once. So
she's almost 2, and she's already she'll try to say full sentences, and her her pronunciation is improving. And fun fact, instead of saying water, she says vada. She doesn't like to say.
And for some reason, her yeses are does instead of
So we're happy about that. Yeah. And Walter and Mary. Mary is just turned 3, so we are actually going to be celebrating her birthday a little late because her birthday was during a busy portion of we just didn't have time. I had to go to MFTSE.
Well, she's 3. She doesn't actually know which day on the calendar it is. Yeah, so as far as she's concerned, it's actually today. Yeah. We're celebrating this evening.
So we're telling her today's her birthday. We're telling her today is when we're celebrating her birthday.
Or to be precise, today's the day we open presents.
Yes,
Which
which
is
is
what
all
she
she
cares
cares
about.
about. Yeah, so they're doing well. We are getting the paperwork ready for Детский сад.
I think like
Kindergarten,
yeah,
daycare.
we had it all set up with our last place. We finally got off our hindquarters and did it, and then we decided then the whole thing about moving. We finally decided, and
I had to start
so
over.
now we started over. So
Yeah, I had to start over, and end of the year as well. We have to redo OMS and all that stuff. So it's like, yeah, so it's just it kind of like set us back entirely. So we're trying to get that all figured out. Hopefully they'll be in Детский сад or kindergarten, but within the next month or two. Yeah, I think that about sums it up. Please let us know your like how your New Year went, how your Christmas went. We're curious to know, and just let us know how you guys are doing in the comment section down below. And
good Lord willing, we will be back to actually occasionally getting some stuff out.
We are hoping to put out another video next month. So if we're gone for like 30 days, that is the plan. Like, we're not planning to post for another month because like we're just trying to slowly get back into it. So please don't get scared. Like,
we're gonna
get fine.
we're getting back to it. Just at a reasonable pace right now.
Reasonable pace.
But at least life, we're starting to have a bit more time again. We were both about to hit our wits' end from just lack of sleep and because
yeah, I got a health tracker for Christmas.
Like
kept telling me how
basically.
little I was sleeping. Like,
go figure.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video, and we'll see you all again later. Bye.